Well, drawing this line between legal and illegal activism, it is tough to do. That's why we brought an expert right here, Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano, with us now. So, Judge, wonderful to have you with me here.
It's always good to be here, Deirdre.
So this is Ashley Madison's response, the parent company. This event, not an act of hacktivism. It is an act of criminality. It is an illegal action against, basically they are saying we were doing nothing illegal online, and therefore the people who leaked this data are the ones who should be charged.
Well, it is clear that several crimes have been committed, and it appears as though Ashley Madison was not doing anything online. The latest rumors this afternoon is that these people who hacked into Ashley Madison discovered that many of the female profiles were online fakes. They weren't real human beings. If that's the case, then Ashley Madison has a fraud problem on its hands. But for the underlying
they
crime,
said at one point 90% or 95%.
That remains to be seen. But to interfere with a computer signal without the authorization of the owner or operator is a federal crime for everybody except the federal government. Another issue for another time. But not only is there interference with the computer signal, there is also extortion. That is what will animate the FBI far more than the simple hacking. The threatening that if you don't change your business model, we're going to ruin you. Now, Ashley Madison probably has liability insurance. How do you measure the damages? How does a jury decide what a person's damages are because the person's spouse found out that this person went to this website?
And apparently there were 40 million users, Judge, and the only connection site, for whatever purposes, that matches that is actually Match.com.
Okay, here's a problem for Ashley Madison. Many liability insurance policies have an exception in there for the criminal acts of third persons. It is clear that this is a crime, and this was caused by the intentional criminal acts of third persons rather than the negligence of Ashley Madison. If their liability coverage is limited only to their negligence, which many of them are, they have no coverage whatsoever, and they'll be out of business by the end of the week.
All right. Well, that is a very clear forecast. But, Judge, what are the chances that there's some lawyers calling around some of the victims? I don't know how they would get in touch with them.
Right.
But starting to call around and say, let's band together. I'm going to help you out. We'll give you a class action lawsuit and sue Ashley Madison.
I think there's probably an excellent chance. But I don't know that there's going to be any pot of money for them at the end of the
if the
litigation.
company shuts down,
we don't know what their debts are. We don't know what their equity is, and we don't even know if their insurance coverage would kick in. But we do know that people have been harmed because they trusted personal information to an entity that said, trust us, and they couldn't be trusted because they were attacked by outsiders who are trying to change the culture of the United States. That's what these outsiders are trying to do.
All right, Judge, it is wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for your perspective. Judge Napolitano joining us there.